Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Ad Nauseum. I am Scott, and we have producer Patrick here.
Hey Scott, what's going on, dude?
Hey, not much, bud. How's that Red Bull treating you?
Oh, it's
It's so
delicious.
early for a Red Bull. You're
Yeah,
like my brother. Like he can just crush Red Bulls.
it's not healthy. I know it's not good, but I just need the caffeine. I just need to keep it going all day.
You know what the thing is? I actually weirdly like the taste. Like it,
Me
I don't
too.
know what it is, but like
It's
I
something
shouldn't
like
like it.
I think it's because I don't know, like liking whiskey or something too, because it's kind of bitter. Like there is something about Red Bull that tastes like I don't know, bitter is the right word, but there's something about
No, yeah,
it feels
it
good.
it has this alcoholic drink feel to it. I get that. It's there's I'm smarter people can describe what we're
For sure.
going through, but like it does feel like you're not just drinking something like water or Gatorade. For some reason, it hits your mouth like, oh, this is a cocktail.
Yeah, exactly. It's got like a unique taste to it, and yeah, and
Yeah,
it fucks you up, not like booze, but
yeah.
it
It
does something
alters you.
else.
It alters
It
you.
does. It
It
does.
just it makes you super fucking hyper, and like your heart's gonna beat out of your chest.
Yeah, but I get the sugar free one, so it's healthy.
Oh, so you're a coward. I get
Yeah,
it.
you still
uh,
crash. I don't know why they sell sugar free ones.
yeah, I know.
It's
I don't
still
think I've ever had a sugar free. I'm gonna stick to the OG, the diesel, as they would
it
probably call it.
works.
Yeah, I like that. So okay, we this is basically March Madness weekend. I know you're not a huge sports fan, but this is a this used to be an exciting time, especially for Kansas City because it's the week after the Big 12 tournament. There's usually like a regional going on down at the Sprint Center,
Oh,
but now everything is just in one place, and so there's no like, you know, hilarious drunken nonsense happening at McFadden's or down here in Denver, anything
right.
like that. And so yeah, there's just been like I've just been watching nothing but television the last 4 days, right? 10 a.m. to like basically 10 p.m. Just game after game after game. I don't even care about these teams, but I have bets on it. It's my
Makes
fuck my
them work.
bracket. Yeah, bracket's done. That's over with. It's been over with. Actually, before we were even out of the first day, I was like, my bracket is screwed. And so, yeah, all I have to look forward to is bets. But sitting there watching all of this television, you just see the same commercials over and over. And you just ultimately, like, you become more annoyed with them at a quicker pace because you're just sitting in front of the TV like a goon, for an entire weekend. And
Yeah,
so these aren't necessarily March Madness themed, but they have been playing during March Madness. And I just keep seeing them nonstop. We have one from what was it? I think it's Uber Eats with
yeah.
Leslie Jones. Yeah, we've got that one. That one's kind of a themed one, but the rest of them have just been playing on a loop inside my head all weekend.
The ones that really upset me because this is the first year I didn't fill out a bracket because I'm just not really invested. Just
Yeah.
after I guess the year we've had or whatever. Like I was super excited for it last year before it got canceled, and then it happened this year, and I was like, yeah, whatever. But I
Yeah.
have been watching the games, and I'm with you. It's great to just have on, especially early on in the tournament when it is on all day.
Oh, all day.
But the worst thing is all like the Turner commercials. So if you're watching like True TV, TBS,
Yeah.
TNT, you're getting all of the Impractical Jokers commercials.
Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer, oh my god, all their awful shows. The new TBS show with Nassim Pedrad where she plays Chad.
Oh, yeah, Chad.
That looks terrible. And then yeah, again, just all of the Impractical Jokers. They have multiple shows now. There's the one that
So the
Jamila Jamil hosts.
misery index. Yep.
So yeah, I'm hating all those commercials, but good for the Impractical Jokers, I guess. For
Yeah, they're getting a lot of run. All those shows are getting a lot of run during the tournament, and I still don't think anyone's gonna watch them. I mean, people will watch the Impractical Jokers, but like the new stuff, like I don't. Maybe I haven't given Jennifer Connelly and a train the right amount of attention, but like that just seems like a bad show. I don't know.
yeah, well, and it's based on a movie, so it's like you can just watch the movie.
Oh, it is based on a movie.
Yeah, Chris Evans was in the movie, and then the dude that directed Parasite, Boong Joon-ho, he directed
Oh,
the movie
yeah.
Snowpiercer.
You had me at Chris Evans.
Yeah,
Wait, that's Captain
He's a stud.
America, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
he's a goddamn
Yeah.
stud.
So wait, when was this movie made?
I think it was like 2013, so it's a little older.
Interesting. I might have to I'll give the movie a shot. I'm not gonna watch one episode of that though.
No, yeah, watch the movie. It's a great movie, but yeah, I don't know why they made it a show on TBS,
I
but
don't know either.
whatever.
I'm so happy that you didn't say, "Oh, it was based on a book." That's what I was waiting for. You know,
Okay.
but it's based on a movie. I can do the movie all day long.
Yeah, I have 2 hours. I can watch
Yeah.
a movie.
I don't have, I don't know, 6 months to read a book because that's basically 6 months to a year is all it takes me to read a book.
Well, dude, I do the same thing, man. I can't read because I mean I can read. I say I can't.
Yeah,
It's a challenge to read because then it's like you start thinking about other stuff and it's like, oh, I
totally.
don't know what I just read.
Yeah, 4 pages went by. It's like driving. You're like, where did that last 40 miles go?
Yeah, I missed my exit.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Yeah, I've done that times.
Yeah, so this is now the ad nauseum Snowpiercer edition of this podcast.
Down a tangent. I'm sorry, but fuck the improv.
No.
That's all I wanted to say. The only people that watch that's like mechanic TV. That's like what would be on TV while you're waiting to get your car washed.
Pretty much
oil
waiting room style shit.
Yeah, it's Impractical Jokers because it's on all day.
All day. Yeah, they're really pushing Chad hard. But I guess you know what I just thought of? Since I have no problem with tangents. I love tangents. I feel like movie previews are kind of like commercials, you know? So like maybe we just do a themed movie kind of trailer teaser episode. Those are commercials.
Yeah, no, because coincidentally, the producer's pick is a movie trailer today.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. See, we're on a simpatico.
Absolutely.
Also, people are like, hey, just like the few that listen and watch to this, they're like, can you not do a production meeting during your fucking podcast, please? So figure this shit out before you hit record.
Yeah.
And they have a valid point.
They're not wrong.
Yeah. All right. Well, actually, let's get to that first commercial then. I think it's the Blue Dog one.
Yes.
So this is Blue Dog. Blue Buffalo. It's dog food. That's why I was getting that mixed up. Yeah, go ahead and hit that bad boy.
Blue Buffalo, huh?
Yeah, Purina One. Yeah, I used to feed Purina One, but then I read the ingredients.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's right there.
Chicken, rice, flour, corn, gluten meal, whole grain corn, chicken byproduct meal. What's in blue?
Deboned chicken, chicken meal, brown rice, barley, oatmeal.
Yeah, but those ingredients cost a lot more.
Blue is about 25 cents more a day. That's not too much for my Chester.
So, okay, when I first saw this, I understood when they always go to the ingredients and and I'm just like, oh, they're about to list some wild scientific chemical warfare type shit that's in that Purina One.
Yeah, like when they do soda or something, it's going to be like cornstarch extract, something.
Words with like 6 syllables. It's hard to pronounce. None of that sounded bad to me.
I understood all those words.
All of them. And I was just like, okay. You didn't even try and church it up. But making I don't know, like one of your chicken gluten things sound like it was, I don't know, some kind of toxic biological substance that a dog could die from. What was this?
Everything sounded natural in both of them, honestly.
Both of them, I would eat both of those as a human. I didn't get was I supposed to be outraged by something? Because I wasn't.
They both had chicken in them. That's kind of what I took away from the commercial.
And I like how actually what sounded worse was like for the Blue Buffalo people, they were like deboned chicken. Yeah, no shit. I don't think that you ground up the fucking bone in there. Don't try and church it up with that.
Yeah, you're not feeding dogs bones.
Deboned chicken. Just say chicken. Just say chicken.
You're not trying to kill these dogs. Like all the chicken's gonna be boned.
Yeah, and no one's gonna be like, what about the beak? Is the beak in there? That is wildly. That wasn't even close to making me feel like 25. I'm going Purina One all the way. If I can save 25 cents.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're saving that much money. And like, look, I get what they're trying to do because it's like people are crazy and dog people will spend absurd amounts of money on helping.
They're trying
dogs. Like, I think there's even like, they have like the meal kit services like Blue Apron and stuff. Yeah. They have those for dogs now where you can
farmer's dog. I've seen that.
Yeah, like organic food. So it's like the market's there, but like they didn't even make that Purina seem like bad dog food. It's like make it seem like it's dog shit.
This is basically almost literally like what I loved about it was that you're the advertiser. You're supposed to get creative with the information. Like fucking lie to me. Like I don't give a shit if like Purina One like slaps a slander lawsuit on you, but like be like, oh, okay, what's their first ingredient? It's fucking cow manure. Like, oh no, that's not good. What's the second ingredient? Oh, it's baby feet. Like, I make up something to make it seem like I shouldn't buy Purina One.
Yeah, exactly. Say it's got sugar in it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever makes it sound worse, please do, because whoever wrote that apparently either knows way too much about dog food or just not enough about how much we need to be lied to as a consumer.
Yeah, we need to be confused. Use
It's-
words
yeah.
we don't understand.
It's my
Make it
dog.
sound chemically.
Scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's like the food you're feeding your dog right now could be killing your dog.
And they just dropped the ball. Fuck.
Yeah, they were just like, hey, actually, either one of these dog foods are fine.
They sounded both great. Can't
Yeah.
wait to try them.
And
Okay, what's
it was
our
for Blue
next?
Buffalo. I didn't even remember who it was for, so I remember
Yeah.
Purina.
I kept saying blue dog.
So this next one is the March Madness theme one.
Oh yeah, Leslie Jones. Uber Eats featuring Leslie Jones.
Tonight, I'll be eating loaded tots for March Madness. Thanks, boo.
I think you better double them tax.
No, this me was last year.
I didn't get my madness last year, so we're doing double the madness this year.
You are a mess.
Everybody was a mess.
Whatever. You ready?
I stay ready, so I don't have to get ready. Double the madness.
She seemed kind of restrained there.
I'm in the tank for Leslie Jones. I love Leslie Jones, and so I love that commercial. It was like it's exactly her.
Yeah.
I feel like she wrote it. I mean, like, cause like, I don't know, just the way she, like the whole, I didn't get my madness this year. And the whole, like, she knew when to fucking yell. Like, cause I like loud comedians. I'm a loud comedian. And so I would be hypocritical if I didn't like this, but I just thought it was like one of the better kind of basketball related March Madness commercials I've seen, because the rest of them are like the fucking Capital One nonsense with Spike Lee. Wait, what? Yeah, Spike Lee,
L. Jackson.
Yeah. And so those are just cringeworthy comedy. And so at least this one had a theme. It had the coronavirus theme and the madness, like March Madness. And so it was perfect for me. I loved it.
Yeah, no, and it's what advertising companies should do is they hired a funny person and they let her be funny.
Yeah. And we've talked, not you and I, but like other people I've had on this podcast before, we've talked about how, like, honestly, sometimes just being loud gets people's attention. But this was like, and she's very good at being loud.
Especially
like,
if you have 30 seconds or something. Yeah. Grab the
But this was actually like, you grabbed my attention and it was funny. And then, but then it put me down like this weird wormhole. I was like, did Leslie Jones go to Colorado State? And she actually,
I was just going to say that. Like, did she go to CSU?
She did go to CSU.
Okay.
And even though they weren't in the tournament this year, I like that she was representing them, because like if I was on that commercial, I can't really represent Tabor College. No one knows what that is. They aren't in the tournament because they're not even D1. A lot going on there.
You still could, though. I bet you tried to get it in there.
I could try and get it in there, but people would be like, this doesn't make any sense. This is not going to be a Leslie Jones commercial.
I lost my virginity to a CSU cheerleader.
Nice work, bud.
Yeah.
Wait, did she turn out to be, like, she was going to be a CSU?
She was going to be. It was summer going into freshman year of college.
Because I was either saying you lost your virginity in college, or you're a complete man and lost your virginity while in high school to a college girl.
No, that's a better story, but I'm honest. And
I don't want good stories for losing virginity. I want bad stories.
Yeah, no, it took me until after high school.
Yeah.
Not from lack of trying, but just that's when it happened.
It's never a lack of trying.
That was the problem, is trying too hard.
I guarantee it's when it's on your mind 24/7, it usually just doesn't happen.
No, yeah, that's oh god, that's the worst. I don't want to be 16 to 18 ever again.
Yeah. And actually, this is like, getting back to the commercial, like this Uber Eats is kind of like that campaign where, you know, like she's just sitting at home and all of a sudden someone just shows up with a bag of shit and like she says what she's eating and all that kind of stuff. I don't really know if I understand that campaign. I get that they deliver it to you, but like they make it seem like they're like, these Uber Eats people are in my house and I don't want them in my house. Like, drop that food off at on the sidewalk and I'll come get it.
Yeah, that is the best one they've done. I typically don't like their commercials. They did the one with JVN from Queer Eye and
Oh yeah, and Simone Biles.
yeah, Simone Biles.
Yeah,
That one's super dumb. And then they
it's
did
super.
the one.
Yeah, because like she's like, "Is that my leotard?" And he's like a 6'4" homosexual, and he's like, "No, yes." And she's like, "You can keep it." I was like, "That's kind of weird that he's stealing a little girl's fucking unitard." It looked funny. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be
like tonight
comedy
I'm
police
kale
over here.
salad from so and so. And
Yeah.
there was the one with Patrick Stewart, and then
Those
the
are
other
so
guy.
strange.
Yeah, they're not good, but this one with Leslie Jones was great, and
I
probably
love it.
she's the only one that was in it. And it's like, yeah, just use Leslie Jones.
I feel like they figured out, like, they're like, okay, none of these really these pairings don't make sense. But they found a way to make this one make sense. She's paired with herself.
Yeah, exactly.
her 2020 self, I should say.
Yeah. So again, that was a fun idea because March Madness didn't happen last year, like you said. So yeah, everything about that. I like that commercial. That was good.
Yeah. Our final one before our segment of the day, of the week, however you want to put that, is one that I have seen 40 times, and it makes me so mad every time I see it, because just go ahead. This is Coca-Cola, and it's called Pinocchio.
Oh man.
Gee willikers, this Coca-Cola Zero Sugar tastes mighty delicious.
Come on, buddy. It has 0 sugar.
But it tastes great.
Let's take the breakables away. If you keep lying like this, you'll be a puppet forever.
But it's the honest truth.
You'll never be a real boy.
No, it's no lie.
You're right. It's delicious.
Told you. I never lie.
See, here's what's so like, Pat. We've known each other for a while. I'm not a well-learned dude when it comes to reading books and shit, but everyone knows Pinocchio. Right. Everyone knows that fucking story. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows that if Pinocchio lies, his fucking nose grows.
Right.
And so when he's sitting there and he's telling them that this is a delicious drink, and the fucking cricket doesn't believe him, the Geppetto doesn't believe him, I'm like, you see that his nose isn't fucking moving, right?
Right.
Like, and then they both just kept saying, "Oh, you're gonna be a puppet for the rest of your life if you don't stop lying." And then fucking the little cricket gave him the business, and he fucking got pissed. He was just like slammed his hand on the table, which I loved. I actually wish he would have like slashed, crushed the grasshopper or
That'd
whatever.
Be great.
Yeah, I guess he's a cricket, right? Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah,
but okay, so like. It's almost like they're sitting in this commercial making us believe that they don't know that his nose grows when he like lies. But obviously they do, because they're like, if you keep lying, you won't be a real boy. But then at the end, he does say a lie and his nose just shoots out. And so I'm like, this makes no fucking sense.
This is the analysis of someone who's watched this commercial 3,000 times.
So many times. It took me one time to get pissed at it, but then it just keeps coming. It keeps attacking my eyeballs and my intelligence, because now either this is an editing room fuck up, but it's very insulting, and that's where the rage comes from. Everyone knows the story of Pinocchio. Everyone. And I just wish at a certain point, like, let's do like a director's cut, of this commercial. And instead of slamming his hand on the ground, he crushes the fucking cricket. And then afterwards, when Geppetto's like, "Oh, this is pretty good," he's like, "Yeah, I never lie." But his nose is pointed directly at Geppetto's throat and it just fucking cuts through the back of his goddamn body.
See, that's
kills him instantly.
Different. And it logically, it makes sense, because he's upset that they don't believe him, which they should, because his nose isn't getting longer.
Yeah, so maybe they had a really good commercial and the editing room fucked it up. I don't know how commercials work, because like I said on multiple commercials, I'm not an expert. I'm just a dumbass who watches
Geppetto's giving him shit, saying if you keep lying, you're gonna stay a puppet. You're not gonna be a real boy.
Yeah.
Then his nose he's not lying when he says Coke Zero is good.
No, his nose didn't move a goddamn inch.
God, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Also, I just hate Pinocchio. I think Pinocchio is a stupid story.
I mean, I'm right there with you.
I mean, it's awful. By the way, and they're remaking it now. Steven Spielberg's making a Pinocchio movie.
Why?
exactly why. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt is playing Jiminy Cricket, and why?
I mean, I thought you were gonna say he would play Pinocchio. I'm like, he kind of looks like Pinocchio.
I don't know
I guess
who
he's
plays
too old for Pinocchio, right? He needs to be a boy.
Yeah, but they can, whatever CGI, they can do anything. I mean, he's gonna play a cricket, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I bet it looks exactly like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, JGL.
Yeah, and whatever, he makes sense. But I mean, but why?
No, that movie doesn't make sense
Pinocchio.
though. Yeah, that movie doesn't make sense. I don't want to watch that. I mean, I guess it's not for us. It's probably
Right.
for kids. Now make like a dark, kind of sinister Pinocchio. We'll watch that.
That'd be interesting. There's also
Make
another Pinocchio movie in development where Robert Downey Jr. is going to play Geppetto.
What is happening? Why? Like, is this like the free? Oh, what is that called when like a story has been around for so long that it's like free, not free market?
Public domain.
Yeah, public domain. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is it like did
It
that just like all of a sudden run out during 2021 and people were like, oh well, let's get all this fucking Pinocchio money that's just floating around?
Dude, yeah, maybe that must be it. Because I mean, it makes no sense otherwise. But I mean,
That's so silly.
This just happens where it's like when something gets popular, then they make a bunch of different versions of it. I mean,
Yeah,
that's like when vampires were popular. It was Twilight, it was True Blood, it was
a
all
lot of vampire shit.
yeah.
Well, that's a perfect. Yeah,
Another
that,
tangent. Fuck Pinocchio.
no. That's a perfect segue because you mentioned that your producer's pick is a movie trailer.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's just get into the producer's pick.
Okay, let's do
Let's
that.
see this bad boy.
This is probably better with minimal setup anyway.
Yeah,
And I think the trailer, it's 2 minutes, which is too long.
it's all right.
But you won't need to watch the movie afterwards because I think it pretty much takes you through the whole thing.
Money plane. Oh, love it already.
The gambling man, Jack.
Ah, is that Edge?
Oh, yeah.
And always a gambling man.
Let's go.
Oh, dude, I watch nothing but movies with wrestlers in them. I will watch this 100%.
Family lived the life they always dreamed of.
Denise Richards.
Oh, yeah.
You lose everything. You owed a lot of money to some very bad people. So I bought your debt. Now you're going to have to repay me that debt. Can we just get to the job? It's a legend in the underworld. To those that know, it's the money plane. A bulletproof casino in the sky, untouchable by any government agency.
Oh my
What
God.
do you want to wager on? The money plane has you covered. Word is they carry up to $1 billion on board in crypto and millions in cash. I want you and your crew to take down the house.
It's insane.
Heck, it's gonna be a good time.
Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, and prepare for takeoff.
There's control of the cockpit. Who's next?
Hey, pal.
You're dead.
Thomas Jane.
Enemies are all
Oh, it's
dead.
Thomas
You,
Jane.
your crew, and everyone you ever met. Dead. By the time you touch down.
I kind of like Kelsey Grammer as a bad guy.
Now bring me my money.
That was awesome. That was so great. Like, what's so funny about this is like Edge, Adam Copeland, whatever you want to call him. He's super Canadian, and so like he ain't gonna be able to hide that accent.
Oh, no. And like, yeah, I have watched this movie and I had no idea who he was. But like a lot of movies like this that are, all the DVD covers, they look the same and they're all kind of these direct to VOD streaming things. And, it has all these people's name on it. It says Kelsey Grammer and Thomas Jane, and they're barely in the movie. Like, it's all just the Adam Copeland wrestling dude.
Yeah.
These people kind of show up. Like, Thomas Jane scenes are all by himself. Like he filmed
sure.
it in like 2 days.
Oh, I bet it wasn't even 2 days. I bet it was like 8 hours. They're like, he's like, get me the fuck out of here. Give me my check. I'm done.
100%. They actually filmed Kelsey Grammer's scenes in his house.
Really?
So and it was all on a Saturday morning, and they had to shut down production a couple times because Kelsey Grammer's neighbor was mowing his yard. So it's like that's the production value. Also, written, directed, produced by the Lawrence brothers, Joey Lawrence, Andrew Lawrence.
What? They're directors now?
One of them was the director. They all produced it, but yeah, they're all in it.
So apparently they're all like, you don't do this unless you're not a wrestling fan. Like they have to be pro wrestling fans.
You would think that that's got to be like a big selling point. And like the wrestlers are in movies like this a lot of times, right?
Oh yeah. Well, like WWE, they make so many movies with their wrestlers. I don't know if this is like part of that, but like, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Randy Orton, The Rock, like before The Rock was The Rock, was making, you know, the Marine 7, where it's just they're the lead. And
the Marine with John Cena.
John Cena, yeah. I mean, he's probably the best of the actors, but like I don't know how Edge is gonna do. But yeah,
so is he WWE or is he AEW?
He was WWE all the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember his first gimmick. He was basically like a vampire. He was like the bodyguard of a vampire called Gangrel, and then it was so cheesy and silly that they dropped that. But he was still like, he was a really fun wrestler to watch. But I just don't know how many people are going to be like, oh fuck, it's an Adam Copeland joint. Let's go to that.
But no, and it's so low budget too. I mean, because the whole thing is this money playing, right? That's where it takes place.
Yeah.
And it looks like fucking shit. Like it looks like it was filmed in like a single room somewhere. And they have these curtains up that are just around. And
I can't wait to watch this.
Keep going back, but it's obviously all the same room.
Same room for sure.
Yeah. And it's fantastic.
Denise Richards, perfect.
Barely in it too.
She's in
one scene. She's just like there to be like, I'm so worried about you. Come back alive. But that's it. And then also even in that trailer, Kelsey Grammer is setting it up, but he's like, they keep $1 billion in crypto on the plane. But it's how are they keeping crypto on a plane? Like crypto is just online.
I was about to ask the same thing because I'm like, okay, well, once you get the plane, because I'm thinking like when he said he bought Adam Copeland's debt, so now he owes Frazier basically. I get what he's saying, but then his job to take down that plane that's like he's gonna pay for his debt and then interest. Yeah, like so, like I get that you have the $1 million, but that plane. Is there like a weird firewall that keeps people out of the crypto? Because like that's just in the ether. It's just in the cloud. Like I'm not a Bitcoin guy, but I figured like
I don't think the Lawrence brothers are either.
Did they explain during the movie how they are gonna keep that Bitcoin? How are they gonna keep that cryptocurrency? That's a very
it's a great movie, though.
I'm gonna watch the shit out of that. I love movies like that. I mean, me and my friends have done like bad movie night so many times, and you think you're just gonna watch one, and eventually you're in your third movie, and that is a prime bad movie night movie.
It is, and they're all about the same length. They're all about like 80 minutes. You know, like they're super short.
Well, yeah, they get the fuck out. Like you said, fucking Frazier's neighbors weed eating outside, and we can't edit it out because we don't have an editor.
And it's like everything is in the title. It's Money Plane. Great. I know what it's about. I know what's gonna happen.
That Money Plane sounds terrifying. You're gonna bet on Russian roulette, and I don't want to be up there. And what happens when I lose my ass? Do you just throw me off the plane?
Oh man, there's a scene that I can't recommend enough where they play Russian roulette. That is fantastic.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, that has to be a scene.
And the Lawrence brother who was on Boy Meets World, the really good looking one.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but he
Matthew
plays. Yes.
It's so sad that I know that.
But he plays like a Texas cowboy, but like he looks like he got like the costume at like a Party City, like at the handlebar mustache like this. The cowboy hat's huge.
Yeah.
He's got like a crazy Texas accent. He's just like, woo, let's gamble. Like
I love it. Over the top as fuck.
Yeah. And
I love it.
It's perfect.
Oh, that's sweet. That's a perfect way to end. That was, oh God, I want to watch Money Plane.
Check it out.
I will. Well, that's going to be our episode for this week. If you want to follow us on social media. We have the Twitter. We have the social media. We have the Instagram. I think we're at Ad Nauseam Pod. You can email us adnauseampod@gmail.com. Send us in some of your favorite commercials or your least favorite commercials, because I'm telling you, like during this tournament, we're gonna have a lot. There's gonna be a lot of commercials, and you're gonna see them constantly, and they're going to just burrow their way into your brain. So yeah, let us know. Actually, Pat, go ahead and give out your Twitter handle as well.
Yeah, my Twitter handle is and Instagram is at Patrick Moore KC.
Patrick Moore KC, and then also Pat also does other podcasts. What's your other podcast that you do?
I do one called KC Top 5 that is exactly like it sounds, kind of like Money Plane. It's a podcast where we make top 5 lists about Kansas City.
Way higher production value, I promise you, though.
Probably like a super similar budget.
Yeah, and then you can find me. I'm at Irrelevant Scott on Twitter, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. I would give you some dates, but I don't got any. Yeah. So anyways, up until next week, we will talk to you later, I guess. Bye Pat.